YouTube, what up? And right now we got 6 minutes of people saying Liangelo Ball will never make the NBA. And if you've been living under a fucking rock over the past couple of weeks, Liangelo, he signed a non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons. You know, LaMelo got drafted by Charlotte. People thought, man, damn, he finna go to Charlotte with LaMelo. I already knew that wasn't really going to happen, but I knew he was going to get a shot sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? He would have been in the NBA sooner if he never would have fucked up his ankle. But, you know, a lot of people doubted him, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking shit and, you know, I knew at least he was going to make the G League team, and that's really what's going to happen. He signed with Detroit, but he probably not going to make the final cut. Let's be realistic. He's not going to make the final cut unless he just bust everybody ass, which I don't think is gonna happen because he's pretty much a rookie and he's playing against grown, experienced man. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna go to the G League, put on a show, go hard, get called up, and just become a consistent player like Steph Curry. You know, and you know, a lot of people doubted him. Like, it ain't funny. Like, just grown ass niggas just talking shit about a little kid. Like, bro, that shit whack as hell. Like, bro, I know they do that shit for entertainment, but some people just really don't like. They don't like LeVar Ball, so they don't like his kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, cause they was talking shit about LaMelo, bro. And now all of a sudden he a top 3 pick. Everybody like, man, LaMelo, man, he's so amazing. He has a high ceiling. Like, fam, like 2 years ago, fam, they was like, man, he might not make the NBA. What is, like, he's cherry picking there, all that, you know, all that. Like, fam, like he ain't. It's funny like how the media just do a full turnaround and just try to, now everybody trying to congratulate LaMelo, Liangelo, and you know what I'm saying? Well, I know for a fact these niggas used to talk. It be the same niggas used to talk shit like, whatever. But let's go ahead and get into this shit.
Done all the reasons why he will not get drafted.
Run him down, Caparello.
All right, first of all, yeah, he can shoot okay. All right, so okay. You want to say it? He sucks. Okay. But I mean, for NBA standards, yes. He can shoot the ball okay, but he's not a great athlete, can't put the ball on the floor. His size is good for a 2-guard, but he doesn't have the athleticism to be a good 2-guard.
So no G League future either?
No. Okay. I mean, maybe at some point. But
no.
Every town evaluator that gets asked about Liangelo's prospect says, like, he can maybe get stashed in Europe.
Looking forward to it, Colin. How about this, though? All of the Ball brothers are now in the NBA, as LeVar predicted. LaMelo was the 3rd pick in the draft last month, and now middle brother.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Gilbert, like his little podcast he got going on. He be saying some good points majority of the time, but sometimes he be saying straight bullshit like this that he be getting paid for it to say. I feel like he got paid to say that shit, fam. Like, bro, we trying to take down LeVar Ball, bro. We'll give you $100 grand right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Liangelo has reportedly agreed to a 1-year, non-guaranteed contract with the Pistons. So, Shannon, has LeVar received enough credit for all of this?
No.
I don't think he has. And I think it has a lot to do with because people don't like him. Just like Richard Williams never got the credit he deserved for Venus and Serena's skill because Richard...
You ever wanted to tell somebody, I told you so? When you just knew something was gonna happen but no one believed you? The doubt, the harsh words, the criticisms, the sports news outlets writing your family for views and ratings? Well, can't really say I relate to that part. But here we are years later, and can we all take a moment to just appreciate this beautiful headline? I think I may just shed a tear. Our boy's done grown up. And the GOAT, LeVar Ball, is sitting somewhere at this very moment, either at his Triple B estate or in the green room of some talk show, ready to tell everyone those satisfying 4 words. I told you so. Or, even better, he may just let his mythological hat do all the talking. While the majority of people spent the last few years completely treading on Liangelo Ball's name, Jello was busy getting his game right. And last week, after news broke that he signed a contract with the Detroit Pistons, the handful of us who were rooting for Liangelo basked in his glorious moment. I can't even tell you how excited I am for this young man. All of the criticism he received, the vast majority of it unwarranted, all of the JV superstars who had a list of insults to throw at the kid, all of the hate and the doubt, silenced. Sure, Is the contract not guaranteed? Yeah. Is the contract just a fancy way to invite a player to a training camp and eventually stash him on your G League team with the potential to make your 12-man roster? Sure. But do we give a damn?
Hell no.
Because our Liangelo is finally getting his moment, and I personally could not be happier for the guy. So
And I guarantee on my mama, everybody that was talking trash about him,
6
fam,
minutes of people saying Liangelo Ball would
he will
never
bust
make
your
the
ass. Like, bro, playing one-on-one, he's bullying you, or he'll pull up from 30
My name is Leanne Grayson,
make you look
and I
sad,
come from
bro.
Wisconsin.
And he gonna pull off in his Lamborghini or whatever the fuck he driving. So
I hope that you will
what you
consider
talking
me.
shit for?
Do you have him?
Not looking good, bro. It's not.
Younger brother Liangelo is declared for the NBA draft. You know, people aren't too high on him. People don't think he's too good.
He is not good at all. He's awful.
Really?
He's just awful.
Awful.
In an interview with GQ magazine, LeVar Ball said he
That's that
does
lame
not think
shit,
his
bro.
middle son Liangelo will make it to the NBA. LeVar saying, I told my boys one of them wasn't going to make it because if you've got 3, only 1, maybe 2 is making it to the NBA.
This is LeVar Ball. He gives it to you raw. Even if it means his own son, he's like, yeah, the other 2 are good. You might.
I think he said that on purpose, but even though, look, they were eating that up, boy. They were eating that up, like. I feel like it was a reason why LeVar said that shit. You know, he be saying a lot of shit, but everything he be saying is calculated when it comes to saying shit to the media. So I feel like he just wanted them to build it all up and just give his son some motivation. Liangelo at the time probably was like, man, I ain't gonna make it, pops, or whatever, woo. So he probably went and said this shit, not knowing Jello was gonna be like, man, I bet. You don't think I'm gonna make it? Bet. But the whole time, LeVar was just another calculated move, you know?
Not make it.
What percentage chance do you give Liangelo on making an NBA roster?
I say, just because of social media, I say 10% chance.
10% chance? Hey.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance. But
Nobody is interested in drafting Liangelo Ball. I showed I can knock down shots and get some wins within the 2-on-2 and the 3-on-3s. I showed I can play together. The team thought otherwise. A reporter for the New York Times tweeted, a dribble of draft scuttle for those interested. The Lakers had Liangelo Ball in for a well-chronicled workout this week, but there's pessimism in the extreme coming out of LA today that the Lakers have any intentions for him, G League or otherwise. An ESPN reporter also spoke with several NBA executives across the league and said, the NBA executives I have spoken to about Liangelo Ball have all said that they don't feel he's talented enough to play in the G League. Oof.
All right, Gronk, start us off. We're talking Liangelo Ball. Is he making the league, or is he going back to Lithuania?
I think everybody knows the answer by now. Let's be honest. He's going back to Lithuania or any other European country or city, country. Fuck it.
Chino Hills.
He's going back to China.
Not to mention the fact that you're really talking about him in terms of what, you know, his future aspirations may be. I've spoken to NBA scouts about this kid. They're not that high on him. There's no way in hell he's getting drafted.
After his dad pulled him out of UCLA, Liangelo and LaMelo moved to Lithuania to play basketball overseas. And yes, Liangelo did do pretty good in Lithuania, but it's a crappy league and they were playing on the worst team. I think he averaged like 12-point-something points. So 12 points is pretty good for like a role player and stuff, but if you're averaging 12 points in a crappy league on a crappy team, you're not going to the NBA.
Hi, this is Robert Kiyosaki, and I want to talk to you about an opportunity to learn to be an entrepreneur on the internet.
Louisiana, what that? I ain't pronounce that shit, bro. Hold up, bro. Lithuania. Bro, I can't say that shit right now, but them niggas was hating on him over there, him and his little brother. But now they see him in the league, so now they sick. Probably still playing for that squad.
It's just about mediocre. When a player has to look down at the basketball as he dribbles, he's mediocre. Second, Jello's speed and agility, one of the main things needed in attacking the basket, is insanely lacking in comparison to LaMelo and Lonzo. Third, his finishing ability is just not good. Let's keep it simple, man. The point here is Liangelo doesn't have the pure fundamental base that is needed to excel in college or the NBA.
I don't know if you could even succeed collegiately.
So he don't deserve a workout?
No, actually he doesn't.
Yeah.
Is they could just, film their show, Ball in the Family, right, with their dad.
But he be preaching about, oh man, they should have hired a black coach, and he'll turn around and talk shit about a black teenager, young adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody ain't perfect, man. Shit.
Just hang out and make money off that. They don't have to play ball. They're set. All right? He's not making the league.
If I'm being real, I think Liangelo has gotten worse at basketball. Seriously, just imagine taking 54 shots and 9 free throws, yet still being unable to score 50 points. Let's not forget the disgustingly low level of defense and competition in this league. And to think Liangelo was legitimately planning on playing NBA level basketball in a few months. I can't even begin to imagine how terribly he would have been embarrassed. The G League actually stands for the Jello League. He won't sniff the NBA.
I don't like the fact that Liangelo and LaMelo are what is being built around. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't even know if they can play Division I basketball.
In my opinion, he is pretty far from being able to make it to the NBA at this point. He's a 6'5" shooting guard, he's slow, he's not really athletic. Shooting is what he does yet, but in my opinion, his jumper is not at the NBA level just yet.
Even if you think that the kind of light that the Ball brothers, particularly these two, Stephen A., you don't know how good players they might be, even if you think that light is a false light, like the sun doesn't shine and these guys are not, you know, it's just a kind of pop culture light that's not really based on anything. They're just kind of Kardashians playing basketball. Okay, it's still characters they know and maybe are kind of interested in. And let's say they can't play basketball. The Lithuanians will be happy to find out that they can't play basketball.
I don't know anything about what they can do on this level, on an elevated level. I know that they were decent high school basketball players.
30 a game.
I saw his workout video. It was super
Decent
chill.
high, man.
I honestly think 100%. Sometimes when people
And Steven, that could be camping
have
sometime,
money
bro.
already and they're doing things, same thing happened with Diddy's son at UCLA. They don't want to work as hard, or they think they, you know, can like slide past things, and they don't end up becoming successful because they don't put that work in. And I think from that video and from just seeing him, his body, he doesn't look in shape to me at all. Compared to some of these other kids, like
They've been playing together for a long time, 10 years. So they know how to play together, so you never know. Let's see how it goes.
Much love and respect to you, know that. That is utter nonsense.
Why is that?
Let me tell you why.
We all know he sucks. Scoring 12
Okay,
points.
he does suck.
I don't know who them last two niggas are. Like, they probably a popular little podcast or whatever, but obviously them niggas is dumb as hell. But like, comment, subscribe if you like the video, bro. Shout out to Jello. Hopefully he'll make the roster at about the middle of the season or something like that. Man, I just hope he do good in general, cause you love to see it when somebody proves somebody wrong. It's the best story. It be the best stories in the book. But I'm gonna fuck with y'all on the next one, bro. I'm out of here.